Hello, good evening, and welcome to Baku, Azerbaijan for the 8th round of this F1 2016 career mode season. It's the European Grand Prix. And what a fantastic race we had last time out in Montreal, Canada. A good one for fans of the Force India team that saw Sergio Perez claim their first podium of the season. He was on for second, but Lewis Hamilton just pipped him at the final chicane to take that second place and bump him down to third, but a good result nonetheless for Perez and Force India. We could be in for more of the same today. The straight line speeds required in the final sector of this track could prove monumental, and slipstreaming is expected, and it could just provide an unexpected result. Let's take a look now at the championship standings. You can see that we still lead the way by 23 points now from Nico Rosberg. Lewis Hamilton down there in third, just behind his teammate. The Ferrari is falling off the pace a little bit after the last couple of races. And down there in sixth, our teammate Daniel Ricciardo, victim of a bizarre strategy in Canada that just saw him pit 3 times actually. It only registered 2, but he pitted 3 times. Jenson Button's still up there in 7th for a much improved McLaren Honda, just ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Sergio Perez moving up to 9th with his 3rd place, splitting the Williams pair. Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz rounding out the top half of the championship. I'll look at the bottom half now, and we can see that there are only 4 drivers this year who have yet to score points, and unfortunately for the Sauber team, that includes both of their drivers. Rio Haryanto scoring a surprise point for 10th place last time in Canada. And now we'll look at the Constructors' Championship, and despite only winning 1 race so far this year, Mercedes lead the way. 3 points ahead of Red Bull there in second. Ferrari a further 36 points off the lead. Williams moved back ahead of McLaren after Montreal. Force India up to 6th, Toro Rosso 7th. The Manor team off the foot of the table, Sauber the only team yet to score a point this season. It's almost time for lights out then here in Baku, Azerbaijan, as we hand you over to our commentary team of Anthony Davidson and David Croft.
Who would have imagined in those pioneering days of motor racing just how far and wide the love of speed and competition would spread? From Brands Hatch to Jerez to Valencia, the European Grand Prix has made its home all across the continent. And now a new era of this storied race brings us here, to the edge of the Caspian Sea. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Anthony Davidson joins me today as we look ahead to something just a little bit different. It's quite high speed for a street circuit here, isn't it? Do you think that's going to throw up any unexpected situations?
Well, as long as the teams can keep everything cool, I don't foresee any particular big issues from a technical side of things. I do expect the track to be quite slippery though. We've not exactly had much chance to rubber in the surface. Any street circuit also comes with its own challenges, so I think we'll be seeing a few mistakes here and there. The smart strategy would be to expect a safety car, I think, especially early on when the pack is bunched up.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. It's Red Bull in pole position then, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Raikkonen, Sebastian Vettel and Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Sainz, Alonso and Jenson Button, Bottas, Perez, Daniel Kvyat and Grosjean. Nasser, Haryanto, Esteban Gutierrez, and Marcus Ericsson, Wehrlein, and Magnussen. Jolyon Palmer and Felipe Massa completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Welcome to the grid for this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's actually the European Grand Prix, so we'll ignore that little slip up. And what can I say about qualifying? Well, firstly, let's start in qualifying 2, where I got an absolutely humongous slipstream, I can't get my words out, off the back of Alonso's McLaren Honda, and I swear it was so powerful that I found pretty much about a second just in pure slipstream speed alone. That's how crazy the slipstream is down this long back straight here, and indeed over the start-finish line too. So to take advantage of that, and I don't know if it's going to be the right strategy or not, you can't see it on the screen, but we've taken as much rear aero off the car as possible just so we can run the highest top speed possible and try and break the DRS of those 2 Mercedes cars behind us. There's no doubt in my mind now that we have the fastest qualifying car. I guess Ricciardo couldn't take advantage of that yesterday. He kept finding himself in traffic. But in race trim, that Mercedes is still right on top of us. So we're going to have some work to do to try and break that slipstream today. We're going to underfuel the car as we always do. Apparently we're going to run a one-stop strategy onto the medium tyres. I don't know if that's going to be the right thing to do. I'm not sure how the car's going to handle on the medium tyres. I guess we'll find out in about 11 laps time, it looks like. Everything looks good there to me, so we're going to go and get ready. It's time for the formation lap here in Azerbaijan. Right, we're away. We've got to beat that Mercedes into turn 1. And we did. And Hamilton stays second. Keep it out of these walls early on. Key thing, we can't afford to lose our nose. And we've actually got a break. Vettel's up to second now. What the hell are those Mercedes doing? Hamilton's back past Vettel. Sounds like there's a Titanic scrap going on back there behind me. It's allowed us to break away a bit. But I watched that. We have such rear grip, such little rear grip, that we got to be careful not to get the foot down too soon, because we have absolutely nothing back there. I don't know what's happened behind us, but Vettel has come up to second and we have gone. We've bolted. Jesus. Whether they all got caught up there, but we've absolutely gone. I think this was in Hamilton's form book at all. Seen him scrapping with Vettel. He was hoping to get on with us, and we've just absolutely bolted on that first lap. Oh, that might be a bit late. No, okay. I must profess, I'm not actually an expert when it comes to this track. I haven't raced it very much, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but it does provide some fantastic speeds down that long stretch out of the final real braking zones. It's like Hamilton is coming back at us a little bit. Oh shit, that was understeer and a half. That's what we're going to have to watch. I am not all that confident on those kinks.
Race officials have enabled the DRS. DRS is now available.
We need to try and keep out of the DRS zones. Right there. Oh, Daniel's had contact. I heard the engineer say it for once. Look at this, Hamilton is coming right back at us. If he gets anywhere near the slipstream, he is away and gone. think we held Hamilton a bit that time. Keep my eye on the fuel consumption. We're going to have to save some. I think I've been a bit too aggressive on the fueling. We're going to need it all through here. I think I might have been a bit too aggressive with just the one lap of fuel. I don't know too much about this circuit on fuel consumption or anything like that, but I think for that middle sector of this track at least, we're going to have to lean it for a bit. So we're going to have to try and not put it in the wall. We have that little rear grip on this thing that it's so easy to just lose the back end. Certainly not going to have Rich available to us anytime soon. Two laps to the pit window. We've just had the pit window message. Not entirely sure that I'm going to make this corner, but I do. Not entirely sure that we need to pit so early. However, if I keep missing my braking zones, I'll need a new front wing, so I need to be in lead. I need to save some fuel through this sector. those two sweeps of the corners that are going to catch me. I get so much understeer, especially through the second sweep, that I really have to watch that wall on the exit. And see us ending our race in that if we're not careful. It was a poor lap for him, Hamilton. I think he pitted. Yeah, he must have pitted. So Hamilton maybe has the undercut on us here. Whoa, okay, that was a little bit late on those brakes. I'm going to have to save fuel elsewhere. I don't think I'm going to be able to bring it under control with what I'm saving through that middle sector. The back end didn't want to go around the corner there. She wobbled, that's for sure. Watch for that pit opening. It's not too obvious. Alright, let's find out. Is this one-stop strategy the best to us? 1.7, it's a good stop. Looks like it's going to keep us ahead. And Massa has a problem. I think we're the only guy one stopping. Unless Hamilton and Vettel, or at least Hamilton, really thinks he can get soft tyres to the end of this race. Is it possible? I don't know. Vettel, I know, is on those mediums as well, so he doesn't think he can get this off to the end of the race. Hamilton's going to be right on my ass now he's on faster tyres. I'll tell you what doesn't help, these front mediums aren't gripping too well. Daniel is pitting in front of us. It's the fastest lap for Hamilton. He's a-coming. He might be on a better strategy. Oh, these mediums don't handle all that well. We're going to have a real fight on our hands. Right there. I've got to save fuel as well. I think I've lost us this race on fuel strategy, let alone tyres. Yellow's ahead, he can't overtake here then. Oh my god, that's dangerous. Right, Vettel. I think Vettel's gone straight. Oh my god, there's been a huge pile up. There's been a huge pile up somewhere. I think Massa, Vettel, Bottas all just got clean taken out. And I think that might have been because Massa was crawling back to the pits. Really could have done with a full safety car just to be able to save some fuel. This race eats fuel, there is no doubt about that. I thought I'd get away with one lap. I got that totally wrong. think Hamilton is going to be on our ass pretty much by the end of this start-finish straight. Especially with wobble oversteer like that. I don't think it's 2.4 seconds anymore, bro. I think you're wrong on that one, Jeff. Okay, maybe he's not as close as he looked at one point. That's where the accident happened, the debris we just went over. Oh, this rear's just not sticking at the minute. I think we're going to have an answer for it. They're going to be a weighing car. No, it's just, it won't stick. It will not stick. The rear of this car has no grip. I may have been too ambitious. Off the wall. It sucked me in. That's not going to help. We're getting ever closer. That was a corner cut. I think what could help us is those Mercs are going to get into a bit of a scrap with themselves. That could give us a little bit of leeway. Right about now, I think I'm on the wrong tire. I needed to be on softs and I'm on mediums. pushing this thing way more than I'm comfortable with. Jesus. I don't know if they've got to pit again, of course. Let's keep that in the equation. If they have to pit again, we're good. If they don't, there's Rosberg taking Hamilton on this insane back straight here. And if he just cruises up to the back of us at the rate he's going, there is nothing we are going to be able to do about it. They just have a little bit more pace than us at the minute. Come on, baby. Let's go, Red Bull. RB12. Don't do that shit. Fucking just pure understeer, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through those kinks with this damage. Just about can, but it's going to shred the front tires, man. I knew these mediums were going to come back to bite me.
Our gap to our teammate is 27.8 seconds.
Come on, steering. Hamilton's got back past Rosberg. We're going to lose 2 positions in one straight here. That's my prediction. Both of these silver cars are going to be away and gone long before we start the next lap. Look at them, they're right on my ass. And I have so much understeer on these mediums. I got a back. Here it comes. They're going either side of me. Holy shit! Late braking. We're not done yet. Ho ho ho! Take them both. Now we're gonna have a race. Is it going to be the same thing? We're struggling to get through the flat corners. Well, Hamilton's had an issue. He's dropped off the back of us. Don't know what happened to him. Where you at, Rosberg? Where are you at, you little son of a bitch? Yeah, you're back there, ain't you? I'm gonna cover inside. I'm gonna make you go the long way around, buddy. Oh, and he's gonna try it too. Hamilton pits. Hamilton must have had damage. I think the Mercedes have made contact. Oh, Rosberg's dived me. He's dived me. Oh, we've touched. We've touched. I have no choice. I have to box. This front wing surely is not going to make it to the end of this race now. Oh, where am I going? That ain't track. That is not the track. Yeah, no, it doesn't feel too bad. We might be okay. Understeer's not too bad. Actually, if anything, it seems to have balanced us out a bit, so... If I could get my braking right, that would also help. Here he comes. Any more of the same. I'm picking inside. Where are you going, Nico? He's going to be right on me. So we're going to take it right to the inside. Yeah, you got to go the long way around now, Rosberg. We're suffering so much with downforce through that middle sector. Palmer out of the race. Bit like every other race he seems to drive at the minute. Hey, where are you, Nico? I know you're back there, you sumbitch. Ah, he's dropped off. He's not so close this time. Palmer's out right there. I see you, Rosberg. I see you, you son of a bitch. Oh, that was a bit too close to that wall for my liking. Whew. No, had to get out of it. That's going to cost us. We're going to... No, we can't cover the inside. He's already beaten us. That's going to be Rosberg gone, surely, unless we can pull something out under braking. Oh, yeah, this is a fight and a half. This car is so good in a straight line. That's why I set this thing up the way I did. You're gonna try and have me right here. We ain't gonna leave him the room. Oh, we've broken him a bit this lap. Wide, not what we need. Brakes are starting to get a bit iffy. So's my ankle. Here he comes. We're gonna mark the inside. Next round. Where is he? Oh, that wall. Here he comes. I'm costing myself because I can't get through that kink flat. I think he might have us this time. That was not as I intended. I think I just gave this race to Rosberg. We don't have the grip or the speed to catch him. And what's worse is even with an extra pit stop, look at that, Lewis is right behind us now with that mistake I just made. And he's on super softs. I think we might just have to let him go. There's no way in hell we're keeping Hamilton behind us on super soft tyres. So much understeer. Look at this. He's right on me. I am not keeping him out of there. I hate medium tyres, man. Oh, that's close. This is a foregone conclusion. We are third. Absolutely looking at third in the face. He can brake so much later. He's got better grip through the corners, especially these flat out kinks. Here he comes. He's a-coming. He's driven into the back of us because he has that much speed difference. I'm not giving you the inside, Lewis. Oh, he's going to get underneath us. He's looking at it. You are looking at it, ain't you? Our launch off the corners is good. It's just not good enough. Woohoo! Best one yet. If only I hadn't made that little mistake, well, big mistake, trying too hard to keep the lead. I could have been right on Rosberg, but no, you don't. I have bigger problems than the fuel, Jeff. I have no front wing. And I have a Mercedes all over my ass who wants to make it a 1-2 for them. Come on, Red Bull. I gotta try and think of something to stop him getting the slipstream. He's just gonna steamroll me on the line. It's gonna be like Bottas versus Stroll in the real race. If I even make it that far. Go! 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 No! No! He's gonna get me! He's got me! No! P3! It is. Woo!
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
By God, what a race!
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
Well, I can honestly say, it was a slow burner, but damn, that was the best race of this season so far. Once they came back at me and I knocked my wing, and I didn't have an answer. On pure pace, on the medium tyres, I didn't have an answer. And I thought the only chance I had was a do or die into braking, and just, too late, got into the side of Nico, hold my hands up to that. Fully my fault. And then right on the line, that little son of a bitch Lewis Hamilton came out in like nowhere, having made 2 pit stops, and just took it off me. Nothing I could do about it. That's what it means to be on the right tyre at the right time. So, with that said, let's take a final look at the result of the European Grand Prix from Azerbaijan. And a 1-2 for Mercedes. Bad news for us, for Red Bull in the championship. And, well, bad news for the Drivers' Championship too, finishing down there in 3rd. Raikkonen in 4th, Ricciardo 5th. A good, strong 6th place for Jenson Button in the McLaren Honda. Hulkenberg leading home the 2 Force Indias in 7th and 8th. Alonso in 9th, and 10th, the final point of this race, goes to Roman Grosjean in the Haas. You see down at the bottom half of the table, results. I don't know what happened between Bottas, Vettel and Massa, but I'm pretty sure, because Massa was limping around, that Bottas and Vettel smashed into him right near the end of the lap. Or maybe as he was just coming out the pits, I don't know. Palmer, I'm sure, had a mechanical failure. I'm fairly sure. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so shocked I don't know what I normally do now. What do I normally do now? Oh yeah, I think championship results. We still lead the way. It's by 13 points now. Lead cut by 10 points. Hamilton's still there in 3rd. Raikkonen 4th. Ricciardo moving above Vettel into 5th place. The rest of the top 10 remain absolutely unchanged. And down at the bottom we can see, I think Nasser there moving up on results rather than, because he's gained a point, still no points for him. And if we take a look now at the constructors' standings, for Mercedes, they extend their lead to 21 points. The Ferrari team back there on 67 in 3rd, and McLaren Honda once again moving up to 4th ahead of the Williams team, with their double DNF for the Williams, of course, and everything else stays as you were. And on that bombshell, guys, that is going to bring an end to the most entertaining race of this career mode season so far. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it, and certainly enjoyed racing it. Please hit that like button if you have, and I will see you next time. Take care.